All right, welcome to our New York stream here. Okay, just give me a moment while I send the link. All right, so I've sent out the link. Okay, so I'm just going to currently look at gold to see if there's any possibility. All right, because we do see that the price has actually came to our demand here. All right, but on the on the 1 minute, like I've said, actually updated in the group, right? I actually missed out exactly about this entry here. All right, which what I saw is basically a changer. It's slightly aggressive than it basically this is, I would say, just a aggressive entry. All right, but nonetheless, it worked out. Okay, so basically entry about at this 61.8 level. All right, stops here below. You give another 3 pip, which is a 16 pip stop, and you're targeting at the 15-minute high. All right, so I actually missed out this entry. It gave about a total of 70 pip, which is a 1 to 4 risk to reward. Right, it's quite good. All right, with a risk of 16 pip, you are getting 71 pips in total. Right, but this is the target eventually. Right, so like I said, I missed out on this. Okay, but I just went away from my table like just a few minutes, and I just missed out. Right, the moment I went, and that is when it created a change, and it just shot up with a retracement and a shot up very quick. All right, look at this here. This movement happened very quick. All right, it did this change, it did this quick retracement, and it did this huge pump. Right, I missed it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait for a second entry, right? But I'm not going to enter somewhere here. All right, what I want to see is basically something like this. All right, with just the wick collecting this area, no body breaking this. The candle body is not breaking the zone. All right, if it breaks, then I'll be waiting for this and this to be triggered. All right, plain simple. Okay, so this is what I'm waiting for right now. Then that's where I will start taking buys. And of course, like I've said, my TP is eventually on the 15-minute high, which is the all-time high it has created, which is at a 2288.435. All right. Okay, so AUD CHF, I did not take this entry. Okay, like I've said, also missed it exactly just like gold, the same time that it happened. Right, so it's a shame because this is the last zone that is collected. All right, but nonetheless, I will still wait for some possible thing to happen. Right, because in about 12 minutes we have the ADP NFP coming out. Right, for the US pair. If we look at yesterday's news, basically, it kind of affect other currency pair as well, right? So we'll see how it goes. Okay, as for NZD JPY, I'm going to be waiting at this final supply level. As soon as it taps, I will be looking for entry. But like I've said, in about 11 minutes, we have the ADP and FE, which will impact other pairs as well, more or less, right? So we'll just see how it goes first. Because if we look at yesterday's news for jobs opening, it's a US news, right? It's a USD news, which is what we see here, right? This jobs opening, it affected every single pair, right? Every single other currency, NZD, JPY, GBP, AUD, everything it affected, right? So we'll just see how this is going to go first. If it taps in on the minute one, give me the confirmation, right? I'm going to take this entry. All right, because if you look at this zone here, it wasn't taken, right? It wasn't mitigated yet. All right, so this is my final supply level. And if this supply level couldn't hold, we will see this changing direction moving towards the upside. All right, on the 15 minute, yeah. Okay, as for GBP USD, it's definitely this level I'm waiting for. All right, which is a non-mitigated one right now. I'm going to wait out for this. Probably will see it in the ADP and FP in about 28 more pips to go. Okay, let's just go through quick. Yeah, in about 10 minutes we have the news coming out. Okay, so for GBP AUD will be my hour 4. Basically I gave this signal last week, right? But it did not come back to our retracement and it has gone all the way down, right? This one was a very beautiful one. It just barely tapped in, right? And then it just started rejecting on the hour 4. So if we look at our 15 minute, all right, we have a change of character here, right? So if you get your fib, even until here, it did not come to the 618, right? Barely tapped in. Here as well, did not come to the 618, barely tapped in. If you just trail until here, the lowest it has gone to, it's still here, right? It's still quite far away. If you look at this, it's about 84 pips to reach the destination, right? So I've cancelled this order. All right, so if you guys are still in this order, make sure you guys cancel it. All right, I'm going to look at the price to see how it's going to go. If it comes in again for the second entry, I will be slightly conservative when I'm taking the second entry. All right. All right, so for NZD USD will be my hour 4 here. All right, it tapped in just now. It did not give me the opportunity. All right, it just started to dump. Currently, it retraced again. This confirmation here is way too low here. It did not come again. All right, so I'm going to be waiting because if you look at this here, right, why I said it doesn't give me the opportunity is I'm going to show you how I'm going to take an entry for this. All right, I will have a change of character here. All right, and this is where I'm going to get my fib, right? Something like this. And if you see, this is our low and this is our TP, right? It came back to this 618. Okay, at this point of time, I wasn't actually looking at the chart yet, right? Because I'm just getting myself ready for the day to start the day right and everything. I did not get this entry, right? It barely hit. But if let's say we are in this trade, right, including a spread like yesterday, all right, the price came all the way to this high here. With the spread, it would have taken you out already. It's 100% taken out, right? So I would say the good thing is we did not take a loss on this, but the bad thing is also we did not manage to hop in, right? Because we wouldn't know what will happen, whether it's a loss or it's a win, right? So the good thing is we did not hop in, and now this one is the higher one compared to this, and our confirmation will be here, right? Way below, right? So this one I definitely not going to look at this because if you pull your fib and everything, it's almost to the TP already, and your risk to reward isn't beautiful enough, right? It's not appetizing enough for me. So what I'm going to do is basically on the 15 minute, I'm going to wait for this to happen again. All right, like gold I said, right? I'm going to wait for this to happen. As soon as this happens, I will look for a confirmation as well. All right. Okay, Euro USD on my hour 4. It's retracing at the moment quite beautifully. Okay, let me just mark out. All right, I'm going to get my fib to look at where the 50 level is at. All right, so the 50 level is here, right? So I have this one here. Why I'm using this as well is because it's on the border of the 50, right? I'm going to be looking at this. Eventually, this one correlates with this, so it's fine. I'm going to be using this here as well. Okay, and I will be using this one here as well. All right. And if we look at this candle here, we can also be using this whole block here, which then correlates with the inner one here, right? So this one I will be removing, and this one it kind of overlaps a little, right? We'll just see how this goes, all right? So Euro USD will be these three zones that I'm waiting for as my supply to take a short position, all right? Simple as that. Okay, USD CAD, same thing. I'm still waiting at this level. AUD USD, there's still no confirmation for me, right? Simple. If you look at this, I actually marked this out here. All right, to be a little bit more aggressive, we can be using this one here. But reason why I'm not taking this trade right now is in about basically I've made this decision since I saw this opportunity, right? But I'm not taking this trade right now because in about 5 minutes we have the news coming in. Okay, we give a buffer of 3 more pips, it will be 11, right? And our TP is basically at this low here. Right, we have 1 to 3.17, right? And if you look at this right now, it just triggered. All right, reason why I'm not hopping in, like I said, in about 3.5 more minutes here, the news will come. Right, this is our 4 zone. All right, our 4 supply level. The supply level we can also be including this whole candle here. All right, which also overlaps, right? So we can see that clearly. All right, so I'm going to see how this is going to play out first on the 15 minute. All right, if I'm using the 15 minute and I want to be safe, all right, we don't have any confirmation to take a sell. All right, if I'm going to be very conservative, right, which means what I'm saying is, if we look at our 4, we do see this momentum coming down. We have change of character, break of structure, right? We go on to the minute 15, you do the same thing, right? Which if you see right now, the price has been breaking the highs, and this is your low here, right? You need the price to break this low for it to happen, because this high wasn't taken off, right? It's only a week, right? So when this is broken, then we hop on to the 1 minute to look for the same thing, to be much more conservative, and we can get a better entry. Of course, the risk to reward is going to be much better. All right, but so AUD USD, I'm going to hold on first before I jump in. I'm going to let the news come in, take the impact, and we'll see how it goes later. All right, GBP JPY, I'm still waiting. All right, USD JPY as well, Euro AUD as well, the same thing. And Euro CAD. Okay, let's take a look. All right, Euro CAD, we just have a break. Okay, we have 3 more minutes. Let's just do this quick. All right. We have a break here. Right, we have a break here. Let's see what we can get out of this. Okay. This is definitely my high. To be honest, I'm going to say on the 15 minute, we do have a possible entry risk just now. But at this hour, I was basically driving. Right, so I wasn't in front of my computer. Right, so my apologies for that. Okay, we'll just let this run out first. Okay, so I've done most of it. US 30, I did not hop in. Alright, I did not hop in because I accidentally used a different account, so it did not open a position in my broker because the account wasn't available. Alright, okay, so let's look back at gold. Alright, on the 15 minute right now, we are waiting for something to happen, right? In about 50 seconds, about 30 seconds, we will see the impact of the ADP and FP. Alright, so if we look at the data, according to the data, the previous is 140, forecast is 148. Right, so simple, you look at this actual greater than the forecast for currency. Right, so the forecast shows is greater than the previous. Right, so if the actual here is bigger than the 148, alright, it gives a positive impact for the US. Right, and basically anything relating to US, like XAU USD, GBP USD, all this will dump. Alright, so let's just wait out. In about 10 minutes, we'll see how this goes. Sorry, about 10 seconds, not 10 minutes, yeah? If this pumps, then let's just focus after the news, all right? Okay, candles open, right? It's dumping here, AUD USD. Gold as well is slightly dumping. GBP USD is dumping. Basically, all the USD pair is dumping. All right. Let's look at the news data. 10 o'clock, we do have another one, yeah? ISM. Right, so it's 148K. Right, it's way better than the forecast. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. It's only dumping 40 pips about. All right. Okay, let's just wait out to see the impact. All right, if this is going to dump, I'm looking at this range here already, this zone. I will not be looking to take a position here. Right, let's take a look at AUD USD. Right, it's still there. Right, this impact only gave about, if we look at this candle here, the whole candle only 40 pips, right? Right, let's just wait out to see how this goes, yeah? If it's going to reject, we just let it reject and then we'll take a decision later. Alright? NZD JPY barely checked in. Alright, TikTok, welcome. Let me just adjust this a little. Alright. So right now I'm looking at gold, trying to see if there's an opportunity to take. Right? Right? Don't worry on TikTok. I'm not in any trade yet. Right? I'm still monitoring the chart right now. Right, let's take a look at the minute one to see how it is. Right, 1 minute is not doing much, right? We stick back to the 15. right? Let's just see if this is going to break this low. If it breaks, I would try to look for a buy position, provided the candle of 15 minutes is not closing uh, below this zone. All right. So let's take a look at the 1 hour, 1 minute. All right. Because on the 1 minute is where we look for confirmation. Right. So how do I know if this is closing at the 15? I will just hop in back later at in about 10 more minutes. Right. I will see how the candle closes in the 15 minute. All right. So right now, if I'm going to take a buy, all right, I'll be looking somewhere about this level here to be much more conservative. All right. But I need a candle here to actually take out this low. Basically, this low is what I'm saying. All right. If you look at the 15 minute, this is the lowest it has gone to. Right. I can't take a position if this is above. Right? I need this to sweep below, taking out all this liquidity here. All right. On my 1 minute, it gives me a confirmation. Right. So what I'm saying is basically something like this. So right now we have this dump, this retrace, we have this dump again, right? This retrace doesn't matter. I need this to come below, breaking, taking out this horizontal line, comes back, all right, breaking this high, and then I will get a feed out from here to here, come back to the 618. I'm going to start buying back to the high. All right, so basically what I'm saying is the change of character would be here. All right, change of character here, a feed like this, from here to here, right? 618, I'll be taking a buy all the way back to the top on the 15 minute high. All right, so that's what I'm saying. So right now what we're seeing is you do see this is breaking below, right? So I'm going to move this here for now. All right, I'm just assuming this would be my change of character, yeah? But I need, like I've said, I need this to take out this low. Doesn't matter if it's a body or a wick, as long as the price touches and breaks below, then I will be looking for entry. All right, we do see price breaking. All right, so basically 15 minute, what I want to see is the sweep of this liquidity here. All right, you see this very small wick, right? Doesn't matter if it's a small or a long wick, it's still a liquidity being taken. All right, so right now I will be looking at this position here. I'm going to let it retrace how far it's going to go. If it's going to come to this zone, it's even better. The lower it goes, the better it is, right? Because our TP is way, way far. All right, we will be looking for potential entries there. The lower it goes, the better it is. All right. Okay. So very obvious on the 15 minute, we do see this here, right? But one thing we need to keep in mind here, like I've said, if the 15-minute candle body closes outside of this zone, right, outside of the zone, then I will not be looking for entry. I will be waiting for this one here and this one here. All right, I'll be waiting for these two zones here. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, if you guys have any questions, make sure you just ask me, alright? Just feel free to ask me anything. Alright, so right now we do see this lower low being taken. So I'm going to be moving this here. Right, if you guys have questions, please feel free to just ask me, alright? Anything you want to know, make sure you just ask me. I'm here to guide you guys and give you guys anything like in terms of education wise or whatsoever. If you need anything, just give me a question, pop me a question, and I'll just give you the answer. If hopefully I'll be able to help you out, alright? So we see AD USD dumping already. But like I said, I did not take this trade yet. To me, NZD JPY is still not tapped in, so I'm going to wait, alright? As for this, I'm going to be actually using this would be my high here. Alright? Well, if you look at this movement, it's like this here. Right? This movement here. I just let you guys know. This movement like this. Come to this. Breaks below. Now I need this to break above. With the candle body closing above. Retrace and we'll start buying. Alright? Do you think USD will weak? Okay, let me just check on the DXY. Do I think the dollar will be weak? If you look on the hour 4, plain simple, right? If you look at this one here, if you look at this high here on the hour 4, very obvious it's been broken, right? So right now I do think that USD could be strengthening. Alright, it could be strengthening. If you just zoom out on hour 4, right, you do see this movement. Alright, you go to even higher time frame, let's say on the daily. Alright, let's say on the daily. Right, daily you do see this pump, range, dump, pump. Alright, on the daily. Even the daily, you do see the break here. From this high to this high, it's been broken as well. Alright, so if you ask me, according to what I see here, I do see the price moving higher. Alright, that USD is currently strengthening to me from what I see based on the dollar index. Alright, so all the other pairs could be dumping, alright, but it could give you a different movement. Alright, what I mean by that is, let's take a look at gold. Right, so our direction for gold right now, we are buying gold, right? Because I have this range here. Right? In order for me to sell gold, I need this price here to take out this low, or body closing below this low here, below this white line. Then I do know that, alright, gold is actually changing the direction, right? So that is what I want to see. Okay, but as of now, I'll be looking to buy because that's what the direction shows me, right? Hence, that is what I'm saying. I'm looking for entries wherever the price is, right? Like I said just now, if this candle closes below, I'm not taking it. but this one closes just inside of it, right? So on the 1 minute, let's just see. 30 seconds, we'll know the answer if this is going to break. All right, this one will go to be quick because it's a 1 minute chart. All right, let me just put this in. You guys are free to join this trade if you like. All right, I'm not forcing you guys, okay? But I'm going to tell you guys, it's definitely a pair that is volatile. All right, so make sure you guys manage your risk wisely. All right, so we do have a confirmed break, and entry will be about this level here. All right, looking back, I haven't placed a buy limit yet. Yeah, I haven't placed a buy limit. All right, so what I want to say is basically 50-minute we don't see a break of the zone, right? We can still use this zone. Not forgetting it has gone once here. All right, this is the second time it's coming back, taken out the low, collecting the liquidity, and currently it gave us this, right? So right now we have a 1 to 7.81 risk reward. Okay, so I'm going to place a buy limit. All right, but as usual, I'm going to be trailing if this is going higher. This goes higher, let's say it goes until here, only it start retracing. This entry will be here at the 618. All right, simple as that. Okay, but let's just see how this is going to go. All right, so a limit order, I'm going to risk even lesser than what I usually risk. Usually my risk is 0.5% or 0.25, right? I'm going to be risking 0.2% this time. All right, I'm going to be risking 0.2% for this pair, for this trade. Make sure you guys be a little bit more careful. All right. Okay. Understand, sir. Thank you for your info. Yep, no problem. You're welcome. So for me, according to DXY, dollar is strengthening, but according to gold, right, gold is pumping. Okay. Like I said now, it could be collecting the lower end, pump a little, and then breaking the low. Right? We never know because it's in the future. What we see right now is what we get, right? So we just trade on what we see, what we are seeing right now. Okay. There could be a possibility that this price will just reverse all the way down, right? Like I said, so you guys are free to take this trade if you want. If you don't want it, you're afraid of the risk, then you can avoid taking this trade, right? Because it could be coming to this level, it could be coming to this level. But no matter what it is, whatever the chart gives me, that is what I'm going to take. All right, simple. So this is going up. I'm going to continue trading. All right. So I will continue trading until the price hits my 618. Then that's where I'm going to start taking a buy. So I'm going to cancel this. Right, moving this to the 618. And then placing an entry. But if this continues, then I'm going to continue trading. For other pairs right now, I don't see a possibility. NZD JPY did not tap in, right? If you just see clearly, it's not tapped. Right? If it's not tapped, I'm not going to tap it. Right, simple. Right now, what we have is a possible entry for gold. All right. trust what we can see much better than investing. Yes, correct. If you're hoping in trading, someone definitely told me before, which is if you put hope, like you hope that this is going to collect and it's going to go all the way to a TP, right? If you're going to hope it, then you're not going to go anywhere far, right? So don't put too much hope on it, right? Just do what you know. Whatever the chart shows you, you just do according to what you see. Simple as that. Alright, so right now what I see is basically a momentum going up. It has taken the previous low, swept its liquidity. Alright, candle did not close below. Alright, and I have an entry here at D618. I'm looking to buy this all the way to the top. Alright, whether it will go back to the high or not, I'm not sure. Right, because I won't know if this is going to go all the way to the GP. Right, if I do know already, I would have just tell you guys to just go all in, right? Because I know the market, but obviously I don't know what's the future is going to happen, right? So we just act according to what we see. Alright, but make sure you guys be careful, alright? Because at 10 p.m. We do have this ISM services PMI news. Alright, previous 52.6, forecast is 52.8, and apparently forecast is showing greater than the previous. So if it's greater, then we will see a strong US dollar. Alright. Right now I'm just waiting for this to collect at 618, and then I'm just waiting for it to pump. And make sure if you guys take this entry, right, don't layer your entries, right? The stop here is 30 pip stop, alright, according to this 618 entry. You place an entry here, if it dumps, don't enter again, right? Just let it be, just let this trade run, because if you have calculated your risk at 0.5%, let's just say, or let's say you calculated at 1% risk at this entry here, right? So from this entry, the stop loss is a 1% loss of your account. Right, but if you enter another one here, you are risking additional losses. Right, of course, if it pumps, then you earn more, you gain more, right? But if you enter another position, you are giving yourself additional losses, and probably you will just bust your account, right? So just be careful of that. I think it will be spiked down and going up again, make new high. It could happen. It could happen. We'll never know, because if alright, so basically on my hour 4, it's simple, right? On my hour 4, I do have a break of structure here, which means this is my low, and my high is not confirmed. Right, it's not confirmed because I don't have a confirmation that the price is retracing. Even though yes, we do see this momentum coming down, right? But to me, I don't have a retracement for me. It's not confirmed, so I can't take this as my high. But I'm going to assume this is my high. Alright, so on the hour 4, I know, alright, the price is moving towards the upside unless this candle close below this low here, then yes. Alright, so moving on to the minute 15. Minute 15 is the same exact thing as I see. Alright, price is moving up. Alright, so if I know that the price is moving up, then what I should do is basically just look for buy opportunities. Right, simple. So I then move on to my 1 minute, and I just need confirmation. Right, because 15 minutes has given me the price that taps into my supply, my demand. So the moment it taps into my demand on my 1 minute, what I'm looking for is a confirmation for me to place an entry. So right here I have a confirmation, slightly much more riskier. Alright, slightly, because this is a second entry. Alright, second entry, 1 minute we do see candle closing below, but on the 15 we don't have a candle closing below. Right, so I have a confirmation here, I get my feed, entry at 618. A buy limit placed at 618. I'm just waiting for this price to come down, collect this order, and start pumping. Alright, so if you look at 15 minutes, in about 4.5 more minutes, we'll know if this candle is moving up or moving down. But if this is going to break the zone, if it's breaking below, then obviously I do see prices coming back to this level and also this level here, these two boxes here, these two zones, right? Which I see the zone, the price will come back here and it will give some sort of reaction that the price could reverse back to the top. All right. So on the 1 minute time frame, I will react to what I see. All right. I will just react to what I'm seeing. Okay. If you guys have anything to ask me, make sure you just drop me a comment in the comment section, alright, on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Alright, as for other pairs right now, I don't have a confirmation, I don't have a direct, I have the direction, price is not coming to the supply or demand yet. Even for NZD JPY, right? This one, it's a goner, right? We have this final supply level here. Alright, so the price, if we look closely, we do select its tap, right? If we move on to the 1 minute, it's clearly not tapped in yet. Right, so I'm going to respect what I see. Alright, I'm going to just follow my trading plan, simple like that. So this is not tapped in, so I'm not going to take the trade yet. Until it taps, then I'll look for confirmation. So right now I'm still waiting on gold. Let's just see what gold is going to do. All right. Yeah, basically my confirmation is simple, right? You see this movement downwards. All right. Breaking this high, comes back, continue pumping, right? So this is what I'm seeing, right? So what I want to see is this one here, breaking it. And then entry will be placed at the 618, stops here, and this is at the high. Simple. Alright, like I said, if this is going to go higher, I'm going to continue dragging this. Alright, I will continue dragging, right? So we do see this high again, continue dragging it. Moving it to the 618. Right, this is more or less at the similar pricing. I'm going to leave this be. Alright, if let's say if it's something like this, then yes, I will adjust. Right, but this is here. Right, just not too far off. So I still can accept something like this, right? It's only 1 pip difference. So it's fine for me. Unless I'm really that unlucky, right? It did not collect and it just started to pump, then something like that will happen. Experienced it before, alright? So we'll just see how this goes. As long as it's on the 618 or below the 618, it's fine for any entries. Right, in 2 more minutes, we'll know if the 15 minute is closing below. Right, but from the looks of it, in a minute time, by the looks of this, it could be just a 15 minute respecting this zone. Alright, simple. Why I said so? Look closely, 15 minutes just show me a wick, close inside, open this candle, dump a little, pump. Simple. Alright? $30 on the low. Okay, definitely 15 minutes closed inside the zone, right? So we are fine. Okay, unless this will reverse again, which it could happen, right? We never know. But like right now here, right, I'm going to see if the price will reverse. All right, if it doesn't reverse, and if let's say on this 1 minute time frame it created something else that I don't want to see, all right, then I won't be taking this entry. I will cancel my limit order instead, and I'll just wait for another possible entry. Right, because buy limit we can't be holding it for so long, right? Unless if you're using the hour 4, right? Because hour 4 is a big time frame, right? Like GBP AUD, Euro AUD as well. I gave the buy limit since last week. Right? It wasn't triggered until this week as well, and Euro AUD just dumped almost hit TP, so I cancelled that. Risk to reward wasn't beautiful. As for GBP AUD, it does the same thing, right? So that is why I cancelled both the orders, and I'm just looking for another possible setup, right? So I won't be holding my buy limit for. I will hold it for a few days, right? But if on the lower time frame it shows me something else, then I won't be taking that that buy limit. I won't be holding that buy limit. Okay. Alright, so for those of you on TikTok, if you haven't joined my Telegram, alright, feel free to hop into my Telegram. Alright. This is my Telegram link. Alright, you can go into your Telegram and just type this in your Telegram. Alright, and you will be directed directly into my Telegram channel. Alright, everything's for free. We provide you a lot of stuff that other channels might not be able to do. Alright, so feel free to hop into my channel here. Alright, feel free to follow my TikTok account as well, because we do live every day from 8 to 9, basically for the New York session, right? Because New York open at 8:30. Alright, so I go on live at 8 o'clock, sometimes slightly a few minutes later than 8, right? So that's what I always do. Okay, I go on live every weekdays. Alright, so make sure you join my channel. Make sure you follow me on TikTok as well, and you will be receiving updates on me. Like, for example, if this trade is not in yet, all right, and it's time for me to get off live already, right? Then I will update this trade in the channel. Right, simple like that. Right, whether I'm still holding the buy limit, or I'm canceling the buy limit, or orders been triggered, orders is running already, right? Something like this, I will give you guys an update there. Alright, so this one I'm trailing, I'm going to cancel this, I'm going to enter it again. Alright, so make sure you guys join my channel, follow my TikTok as well. Alright. Okay, so TikTok, I'm going to end my live. Alright, so make sure you guys hop onto my Telegram channel here. Alright, and also follow my TikTok channel. Alright, and for this gold trade, I will update you guys if I'm canceling the order or not. Alright, so make sure you guys are in my channel. And don't get yourself missed out, alright? So thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the New York session. Alright, thank you and bye. Alright, so YouTube and Twitch, let's just focus a little bit on gold. Alright, so like for gold, right, actually I just give you guys a hint here, right? Alright, so basically when we have this high just now, right, we're waiting for retracement. I placed my entry on the 618. Right, you can also place your entry on the 0.5 level. Right, it's no wrong. it's just the entry is different, right? Because if you're risking the same amount, if let's say here 618, you place your entry here, you risk let's say 1%, your stop is here, buffer 3 pip, right? It's the same stop. Even if you place an entry here on the 0.5, you are still risking 1%. If let's say you hit your stop, right, you are still losing the same amount, right? There's no difference. But why do I choose the 618 is because I'm much more comfortable with the 618. To me, if it comes to I did quite a number of backtests, right? And I do realize that yes, it does react sometimes at the 0.5, right? So sometimes you don't get a chance to take this trade. But if it comes to the 618, according to my backtest, I feel that when it hits the 618, it's much more a I would say it's a better retracement back to the level here, and then it will, from what I see, is basically the momentum for it to move upwards, it's much higher. All right. Of course, there are times that you don't get what you want. Right. It hit your stops. Right. So, but those are unavoidable. Right. So in most cases, what I see is it will definitely come back to the 618. And the chances of it reversing higher, reversing from coming down to reverse back up on the 618 is much higher, right? 0.5 you also can do, no problem with that, but I prefer the 618 instead. You can also use the 786, right? If let's say you're using the 786, obviously your risk to reward is much higher, right? It's a 1 to 9, right? 618 it's a 1 to 5, and if let's say a 0.5 it's a 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4. Right, so there's no wrong in whichever levels you're taking entry on. For me, I just love the 618. So that is why I place my entry on the 618. Right? So we'll see how gold is going to perform. If it gives us this entry, then we will be happy with that. Otherwise, then we'll just look for a different opportunity. Right, I'll be cancelling this, moving my entry to the 618 again. Right? You guys can do that if you want, right? But for me, I'm doing it, right? Because I always place my entry on the 618 and I will continue trading until the price collects my order. Unless if I do see a different structure form, then I won't be holding my limit, right? Right, the stop here is very tight here as well, yeah. According to this low here, from this low to this stop here is only 3 pip. Alright, this is a buffer for the spread. Alright, so like why I did not enter on AUD USD. Alright, if we look at AUD USD, it's an 11 pip stop. Right, and the reason I did not take this entry also is because number one, it's nearing to the news. Right, so I want to avoid myself risking account. Alright, so if I can de-risk myself by avoiding the news time, I will do so. Right, so number one, I did not take that, and of course from this range here to here is only a 3 big difference, right? So for that news, it could just give a spike up to the top and then started to reverse again, which collected your stop loss and then it dumped. Alright, so that's why I did not want to take it. And if we look on the hour 4, alright, it has multiple taps in already. Alright, so to me, I only do the first 2 taps, right? So this dump, this is the first entry. Second entry did not break above, came back. The third entry broke above. Alright, so this is the third tap in, which I'm not comfortable with. Alright, so hence that is why I try to avoid taking this trade. But if this works out also, to me, I don't feel any regrets, or I don't feel upset about it, because I do know my trading plan and I'm going to stick by it. Right, so we have this is the third entry, right? And this basically, if you count on this one, the low here, it did not break. Alright, and then it came back. Second time, did not break above, dump. The third time it came back, it broke above this high, and then it did a change of character here, dump. With this pullback, it's where your entry should be, but I did not take it because this is the third tap with it. With this is the fourth tap also, right? So I'm not taking this trade. Okay, but I will still monitor AUD USD. The only thing is I'm not going to take that trade. Alright. Alright, so make sure if you guys not in my channel, make sure you hop into my channel, because when I turn off my live, I will update this trade in my channel. Alright, so make sure you guys hop into my channel and wait and get updates from me in there. Alright, because if let's say I cancel my buy limit, and if you guys are still on the buy limit, right, there are 2 possibilities. One, which is it would collected your order and pump, which is good for you. The other possibility would be it collected your order and head straight to the next zone. Right, so there are 2 possibilities there. Right, so make sure you hop onto my channel and just stay tuned and wait for my updates. Alright. As of now, I'm still going to hold this buy limit first. I guess we're grown-ups now. Could've never imagined even having doubts, but not everything works out. Alright, so if you guys don't have anything to ask me, I'm gonna be turning off my live stream. Alright, I'm gonna go offline. If you guys have any questions, you can ping my admin. Alright, you can hop into my channel and ping my admin. Alright, my admin will guide you guys from there. Alright, so make sure you guys are on my channel and stay tuned for my updates. Alright, and if you guys are trading the newsletter, please trade wisely and be safe. Alright, so thank you guys for joining my live. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the New York stream as well. Alright, and make sure you guys hop in and don't miss out. Alright, so thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.